It doesn't matter if you're brand new to online business or you've been around a while, you've heard at least one person have an opinion on whether or not to form an LLC or when to form an LLC. There's a lot of information out there. A lot of it's good, some of it's bad. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to form an LLC and when you should do it. So stick around. Hey, welcome back guys. My name is Don Bavaro and I run the Datapreneur YouTube channel. On here, we talk about increasing your income through side hustles using the internet, specifically affiliate marketing. So if that's something that you're into, consider hitting the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. That way you won't miss a video that comes out every week and YouTube will show you more of my videos. First, let's talk about what an LLC is, because some people have heard the three letters, but they have absolutely no idea what it means or why you need one. An LLC is its own legal entity that you create. Almost think of it like conjuring a new person out of thin air. So now when you actually run your business and you apply for affiliate programs, you're not applying as yourself, you're applying as the LLC that you own. To give you my own example, when I apply to affiliate programs and I sign up to get paid, I don't sign up as Don Bavaro. The affiliate companies actually pay the Datapreneur LLC. Then the Datapreneur pays out those profits to me in the form of an owner's draw. What this does is this actually separates me legally from my business dealings. So let's say there is an irate customer that goes crazy and they want to end up suing me. Instead of being able to sue me directly and take all of my personal assets, they can only sue the LLC, and that my liability stops there because LLC is limited liability company. Now, there's a lot of debate as to whether you should start an LLC. Because of the example I just gave you of an irate customer wanting to sue you, some people feel that you should start an LLC right away. Me, on the other hand, I think that you should probably start to get some traction before you start thinking about forming an LLC. And here's why. When you first start out creating content, writing a blog, making YouTube videos, making TikToks, nobody's going to watch them. Nobody's going to watch them, and you're still finding your voice. You're still figuring out your sales message, and you're still figuring out your branding. In my own business, the Datapreneur was actually the fourth brand name that I've tried. My first one was sportsbeerglasses.com. That flopped. And then I went to premium email offers. That also flopped. Then I went to fiscal freedom. That flopped. And then Datapreneur kind of stuck. I started catching some traction. Now, had I created three separate LLCs for those three brands that flopped, I'd be out a bunch of money and a bunch of time. So don't think that you have to create an LLC on day one. You can sign up everything personally. That puts you in the sole proprietorship business organization model. It's fine for someone who's just starting out and doesn't have a whole lot of revenue coming in yet. And again, no one's watching your stuff, so your liability is very, very small. But now what happens when you actually start catching traction, you start making a little bit of money, now you want to start thinking about forming your LLC, getting your business bank account, and your employee identification number for tax purposes. It's a very simple process. It does vary state to state, but I'm going to show you how to do it in Pennsylvania, which is my home state, and why you should not pay somebody. All right, so we're here on Google. Now there's actually two things that you're going to want to create in this process. One is the LLC within your home state, and the second is an employee identification number, EIN, with the IRS at the federal level. So first things first, we're going to create the LLC. So I want you to go to Google and I want you to Google your state and then LLC formation. So for me, Pennsylvania LLC formation. And now what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of legal services that are going to pop up on Google Ads because there are thousands of LLCs formed every single day. And they charge hundreds of dollars. Sometimes they'll charge $1,000. And it's really something that you don't need to pay for, because I'm going to show you how simple it is. So for instance, you want to scroll down till you see your state's government website. For me, it's Pennsylvania. So we go to departmentofstate.pa.gov. And then on here, you read about what it is. And really, for Pennsylvania, and this is most other states, if you can actually, there's forms and instructions available on the registration forms page. So we click here. Once you get to your state's website where you can actually download and fill out the forms, you want to come down here. Now you're going to see a lot of forms that may not actually apply to you. So for instance, domestic business corporation, we're not a corporation, we're a limited liability company. So we scroll down and we see domestic limited liability. Now I know in Pennsylvania, I've done a little bit of Googling beforehand that I need a certificate of organization. And then you kind of go through these here and you'll see a lot of the titles will make sense or they won't make sense. I mean, you're not merging, you're not dividing. If you're literally just organizing, Pennsylvania makes it easy. Your state might be slightly different. So we click on Certificate of Organization, and it will bring up an actual form. We fill this in with all our information. It says read all instructions prior to completing, and then we can submit it online with Pennsylvania. Again, your state might be different. And there's a fee of $125. So again, we fill this all out with all of our information. It's very self-explanatory. It's very straightforward. And then we come down here to the instructions. And it literally tells you who should file it, where they should file it, attachments, what you need here. We come in, we need this form and the filing fee. We need a completed form docketing statement, and then a consent to appropriation of name. We're going to create our own name, but that's if you wanted to use a name that's already in existence, you'll need that form. But yeah, docketing statement. So we're going to go right back to our website. And then we should see something here, a docketing statement. And here we do a Control F. Docketing statement. Here it is. New entity docketing statement. We click on that. And then same thing, we fill this out. And then all we need to do is submit the form that we did, the LLC, the docketing statement that we filled out, and pay them $125. And we formed a Pennsylvania LLC. For me, it took about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks for them to get back to me. And I got a nice little packet with all of my information, my LLC, all formed. It's that simple, guys. So now let's look at an EIN number. All right, now that we're back on Google, we're gonna go here to get an EIN for an LLC. Again, you're gonna get a lot of ads because people are gonna look to do this for a fee, but you really don't need it, and it's a free service. So if you go right down here to irs.gov, apply for an employer identification number. Now, after you're on the IRS website, now make sure that you are on their website between Monday and Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm currently recording this after midnight, so it's not gonna work for me. But I remember doing this, again, after midnight. I work strange hours. This site's not going to work. But once you hop on this website, the irs.gov, using that Google search I just showed you, see this little button here where it says apply online right now. We're going to click there. Let's see. Yeah, right now it's going to say it's unavailable. I'm going to check this again in the morning, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, here we are. Next day, it's about 9 p.m., so we got to get this done before they close. But hours of operation, again, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll go down, we're gonna click apply now. And it's gonna bring up another page here where we need to actually begin an application. Now this screen here is just telling you the rules of applying for an EIN number. Again, it's free to do, but there are some rules and eligibility requirements you need to meet. So make sure, don't just click through the screen, read through it, make sure you understand it. And then this button right down here, begin application. And again, you're gonna go right through. You would say what type of legal structure. We would go limited liability company, LLC. And once it starts asking for actual information, I'm going to stop with this. I'm not actually going to create one because I'm pretty sure that's not okay. So again, it's going to explain to you what a limited liability company is. It's what we're looking to do. We would go through here. How many members? This is how many people are actually in your company. If it's just you, you put 1. If you are married, sometimes you can do 2. You put you and your spouse on there, and what that does is that allows you to get taxed as a partnership instead of taxed as a sole proprietor. Not financial advice, just information, do your own research. Again, it's just something. Me and my wife are actually on our LLC together. And then of course you pick your state, whatever state that you're in. And then second is you're gonna authenticate. We're gonna use here, I'm not gonna go any further on here. Second is we're gonna go here is authenticate. Make sure you are who you are. Probably put in your socials. I don't remember exactly what's on that page. Put the address that you're going to incorporate with. If you're going to put an address in, do not put your home address in because that's obviously going to tell everybody on the internet and everybody in the world where you live. Instead, get a mailbox or a P.O. box at something like a UPS store or a Kinko's. Don't go to the post office. That'll give you a P.O. box address. If you go to something like UPS store, Kinko's, or FedEx, or a local print shop, they'll give you what looks like an actual physical address. So, and then details, I forget what's on the details page. I'm sure it's pretty self-explanatory. And the confirmation, you'll just look over everything. You'll just look over everything, make sure it's correct. You'll submit it. And then in the same session, you're going to get what's called an SS4. It's going to be your actual formation number. It's going to have your EIN for tax purposes right on there, and you'll be good to go. So again, I'm not going to take this any further because I'm not actually creating one, but that's kind of how you do it. So that's how you get an LLC and an EIN number and form your business legally. It's a simple form on your state's website, couple $100 fee, and the EIN is free and you can do it instantly online. You don't have to hire anyone to do this. You can save yourself quite a bit of money. As always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I hope this helped. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up button. That way YouTube will show you more of my videos. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on so you'll get notified as soon as new videos get released every week. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and share this with one friend. And if you want step-by-step instruction over 15 days, check out my link in the description for the Online Business Builder Challenge.